Welcome back to our unapologetic era.
Unfiltered, we're here for you.
More like unhinged.
I was
But-
trying to be nicer about it.
Why we gotta be nice?
Because I don't always want to. Everybody says we're
I hope you like talking to my back today.
squirrel.
Tiny chair, big legs.
Same chair we always use.
It's so tiny all the time.
I'm going to tell you this. I said 50 pounds earlier, but I'm pretty convinced I weigh a good about 80 pounds more than you.
That's a lot.
You'd be surprised. I'm like two of you. So if I can fit in this chair, you can fit in your chair.
Okay. Well, anyway, today we are bringing back the good old dirty DM. It's been a minute. I will say that the creepers have been a little bit better, probably because I've blasted them. But this one's fun. This one's a lot of fun. So Q DM, please, producer man. So let me know when it's back there.
This layer.
It's so big and fat.
You gotta read it.
Well, I got it over here.
I need a pointer.
So, okay, y'all have to understand that this is not a response to a picture. Sometimes the messages are a response, like I'll post a story or something as a response. This is not. This was just, I just feel like sending this to her. So it says, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean at all or disrespectful, but lose the fucking hair. It's too much hair. You have no idea how fucking sassy, super cute, and sexy you would be with shorter hair. It fits your face better. That long hair makes you look chubbier. I forgot about that part. Just being honest and keep her real, looking out for you. Love you. This is a
This
string.
is why I don't read these before you send them to me, because this is.
I forgot he called me chubby.
You seen that thing though? Side note, where they measure your face, and if you're more than 2
Yes.
inches, yeah. So we should measure your face and prove him right or
Yes,
wrong.
Yes. Maybe. So I usually, again, don't really respond to these, but this was different. This was a different angle, and yeah. So I responded. I said, "Are you a hairstylist?" Honestly, I thought maybe he was. But he said, no, I grew up in a family of them. LOL. You have high cheekbones. Short hair would make your curves show more. Sexy from head to toe. Do it with layers to sassy it up. Don't touch the color, though, babe. I love it. Heart.
Are you sure?
It's right there. He's on the wrong one, isn't he?
No, you're totally right. No, I'm talking about my level of gaydar on this situation, as I'm starting to question.
Oh, I think I was, too, at this point.
Yeah.
I think I was gaydar questioning also, but I scrolled up, which I don't have pictures of me scroll up, but I scrolled up and no, the previous comments that he had sent in response to stories or something were filthy. So they were definitely not gay.
He could be bi.
But typically bi guys are not they're not feminine. They're not. They're more masculine gay guys. They just like a ding-a-ling. They don't want to love it.
They just like the
wanna
broomsticks
play
in the
with it.
closet.
So then he says, you want to talk about a total shocker for everyone on Who's That Girl? For everyone on Who's That Girl when you walk through the door, talk about stun them all. Okay. This actually made more sense in my head than whenever I'm saying it out loud. Because I guess in my head I knew what he was trying to say. But I think he's trying to say, like, you know, if you want to stun them and be that whose girl. Anyway, again, you ain't a hairstylist. So I'm not acknowledging you anymore, but he didn't stop. So the next day he responds to a story or a picture. He says, God, I just pictured you with that shorter hair and now you look so fucking sassy, sexy. It's the word sassy that's throwing you. That's where the gaydar is coming from. But he throws the fucking in there, so it makes it a little bit like he could be a hairstylist, but he's not.
He's
So
oh, God gave him scissors to make all these determinations.
So that well, then he responded again. He said, I think it bring you more alpha female in you real shit. Seriously, think about it. Damn. That was rough to read out loud. That's pretty bad. I don't think I need to explain that.
He's just looking out for you.
Yeah, he just wants me.
Looking out for you.
Maybe he does want me to tie him to a bed.
With your hair.
Well, he said he wants, like, it'd make me more alpha, and he says sassy a lot. And he's not a hairstylist. So maybe if I had responded, that's the angle he'd have gone with, hey, I like to be whipped. Be my mommy or something like that. So I didn't respond again. And so 3 days goes by. Go short, baby. Go short.
Wait, this is 3 days later?
3 days later, yeah. Look. Oh, you can't.
No, I mean, yeah.
You can't. This is.
But
I'm not happy with my producer right now. What's going on here?
What are you talking about?
no. Is this a button? Is this active?
Hey, but see, I say.
Can I go backwards? No, I can't. Okay, that's all you got. That's all we got.
He's just looking out for you.
I need a pointer.
That's what I said. Like,
So
it's
anyway,
cool.
anywho, he told me to go short. He's on this train and he ain't getting off of the train. So I said no. Then I guess it was the same day. Yeah, the same day he responds again. He goes, at least do a poll when your podcast to see if they would want to see you go with shorter hair. I said I truly don't have to. But let's go ahead. Let's do a poll.
I'm going to do a poll. On a scale of 1 to 10, the audacity of this man, give me a number.
Wait, the audacity of the man doing what?
The man, send those messages. The audacity of this man. He's a 10.
Oh, you were saying like put him on a scale.
Yeah.
I'll give him an 8.
8.
I get it. I get where y'all are coming from, but I didn't have that feeling with this. I had more of a so confused why he felt like, because obviously he feels strongly about it. Were there drugs involved? Like, what made him feel?
He's trying to make you his type completely. I think. So you have all what he wants.
You don't need short hair.
It's possible too that English was his second language if you saw what he looked like.
We've had some very English as your first languages fucked up DMs that are way worse. That don't even make sense when you're trying to read
When
that.
you're sending something as strong as these are, like, wouldn't you want to, like, proofread what you wrote? Look, I talk to text all the time, and it's a hot mess.
What do you look like? Can you come back and be like, you know what, if you had a beard, it'd be so much
Y'all,
better.
I was so not affected. Like, I so did not care. I didn't even think about it. And the only reason why I responded at all, okay, the no was an audacity response. The no that was where that came from. I said no just because, like, what's wrong with you? Could you just stop? Could you stop messaging me?
You gotta be. I would lean into these people.
Well, this dude keeps up with me, so he's definitely gonna see this, and I'm not sorry. I'm definitely
I'd go
not
a little
sorry for it. Like, this is weird.
A little playful.
He hasn't done anything straight. Like, this was a couple weeks ago. No, I guess it was more than a month ago now because it was March. But yeah, I hadn't heard nothing else weird about. He had said nothing about the hair. So, by the way, for my friends that saw me go full bangs the day before my 43rd birthday, I looked way too much like my mother.
You think so?
I looked exactly like it was, okay, remember whenever you were, like, huge pregnant and you get out of the shower and you'd be like, oh, shit, that's not me? Like, how did I get like that? This is how I felt when I'd walk past the mirror with the bangs. I was like, oh, no. I have been trying to convince my mom for at least 15 years to get rid of this look, and then I'm going to walk around looking like it? It was not okay. So the bangs will not, like, we're taking our biotin. Grow out, bitch.
That was very short-lived.
All I had to do was walk in front of a mirror a couple times.
They say, like, when a woman makes such a drastic to her hair is usually after a breakup, and when you know she's done, she's either going redhead or she's cutting it off.
Well, you want to know why I cut the bangs?
Why?
I actually had an actual reason. It was not in the moment, I'm just trying to change my look. I just really need Botox very bad. And I was trying to figure out a way where I could, like, not have to feel so bad about needing the Botox so bad. And so I was like, bangs. Ella Langley does it. I can do it. And she even tells her tricks. Like, she glues them down so they don't move. And so I'm like, I can glue them down. We got this. We good. I look just like my mom. Which I'm not saying my mom's ugly, but I don't want to look like anybody but myself.
I'm the opposite. I look like my dad, and I'm like, I can't look more like my mommy.
Your mom is very pretty, but she doesn't have bangs.
No.
So,
Go to
see?
Botox. So I think it's a good point. I'm gonna be everybody's test market because I don't know anybody that doesn't get Botox, but I've never had Botox.
I know you are really all natural.
Yeah. So I'll be everybody's test
Like
market
you don't use
to see.
expensive skincare or anything.
I don't know about that. I mean, not really expensive, average, but no.
I'm talking like my and I ain't got no money, so I ain't using it. But my favorite products are like, I don't know, $180 a product.
Yeah, mine's about half that. So I go in between. I go in between, but no.
I'm getting to that point though where I'm having to prioritize things like that over, like a new bra. I can keep use that bra. I need face stuff.
No,
I'm gonna hustle some Botox.
So why do you think that it's going back to this man? Like, why is it so women focused on beauty for all of us? Like, why? Because a man,
We just were
I
talking
mean,
about this.
it's not fucking fair. I can look at my husband and I'm like,
I
we've been together, I don't know, 11, 12 years. And I'm like, how do you keep getting hotter? And all he does is
Oh.
use a bar of soap for his fucking face, or lets his shampoo rinse it down.
Well,
Like, I
he
don't
is
know.
almost 10 years
It
younger
doesn't
than
matter.
us. But what was I gonna say? I remember what I was gonna say. I just told y'all, like I told you and Ken, our producer, that I really do think now that a lot of people like me, or they give me a chance. I should say give me a chance. So it opens the door to get to know me because I have big boobs. I'm not even going to pretend like that. I don't think that's a thing. And it's not on purpose. For everyone who thinks that I walk around with these big old boobs because I want them, you are wrong. You are very wrong. But I do think that a lot of times people are nicer to me because they notice the big boobs. We're going to go with men, obviously. Obviously this is a man-based thing. But and then they'll realize, "Oh, she's not a bad, like she's not that bad. I'll keep her around."
But that's not how men are skewed.
Not at all.
Men are
Nobody.
skewed.
Had you ever see a guy and go, "Good hair. I'm gonna give him a chance."
No.
As a person, I'm not talking about
I-
dating. Like just as a general human being.
I will say, I feel like I've mentioned this before. It's like women are skewed only in value of their looks, and men to be skewed in their only value is in their success.
How much money's in their wallet?
Right. And everybody does it to everybody. I can't say I haven't either.
For me, I'm not. Whether someone's wealthy or not is not that important to me. But I will say this: if anybody watches White Lotus, they'll get it. I'm getting too old to live in a treehouse or like camp in a camper. So whoever I'm with does need to have some stability. There needs to be some stability there. But it doesn't you don't have to be wealthy. Like you don't have to have a yacht. We don't have to have different houses in different, parts of the world, but yeah, I would like to know that a comfortable roof over my head is going to exist. That is important to me. And a man doesn't meet me and go, "I hope she can provide a roof over my head."
I hope she gives me a good titty fuck.
But they definitely expect a good bounce or two. Yes.
Your house is gonna have a trampoline.
Wow, that was not what I was expecting y'all to say.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
It was the titty fuck that threw me off. I was like,
Look, even as big as my chest is, that's
Wait.
not easy.
I'm gonna throw that. Her boobs are so big, it doesn't matter what size your dick is, they're gonna get lost, and it's not gonna even feel
It's a
good anyway.
mess. It's a mess. When somebody tells me that that's what they're into, I'm like, "Oh, and it's really close to my face. Like there's nothing cute about it." And I got to look, which means all double chin. We're like, "Oh, what's going on here?" It is never a good situation.
Oh,
I feel like it's
and that's
humiliating
why
for both
reverse
parts.
cowgirl is your favorite position.
I love reverse
There we
cowgirl
go.
because you cannot see this unbotox face drooping down.
I
on top
have
of you.
I have a question about that.
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So, is it true that all guys' toes throw up gang signs?
Wait, what?
Do the toes curl and it looks like they're throwing up gang
Oh.
signs?
Okay,
She would know better because she does the reverse.
all men's feet. Two things I've noticed over my many years of education in the bedroom. When a man is really enjoying himself, we'll say like, things are heated up. Yes, his feet do either they curl or they do this like weird like spread
Spread out?
thing. Yeah. And they're right before you finish, their balls pull up real tight. So that's
Well,
how I.
normal. Yeah.
Yeah, but for you know how many years I was with somebody and I didn't realize that that's how I'm gonna know he's.
So you're just reversing it to time it so you can be like, okay, thank God this is almost over.
Yes, yes, yes. A lot of times that is absolutely true. See, I have something that I call the finisher.
Ooh.
Oh.
All girls have it.
Yes, exactly.
Producer
This
man,
is not
all girls
anything
have
weird. I'm just putting a label on it, but we all do it.
Yes.
When I am sick of not only looking at you, but sick of this situation, I'm going to turn over. I'm going to turn over and I'm going to go head down, ass up. And then you got about 45 seconds.
Yep.
And I'm done.
Every girl has a finisher. You're absolutely right.
There's other parts to the finisher, like my own special little touch, but I'm not going to give those away, like public for everyone and my mom and dad.
How for the guests for the men out there, how long should sex last?
7 minutes.
Oh, wow.
No.
7 minutes of actual sex. Like, give me an hour of foreplay. We can fuck around forever. But once you're inside of me and I'm starting to sweat, oh my God, especially if you're
doing this.
if I'm having to get on top and I am not I don't work out like I used to.
I definitely don't sweat, but I will tell you, and I've told you this before, if it's been a minute since I worked out and I'm on top, it's because I'm just there to burn calories.
No shit, but I do get distracted by my cracking knees. See, so these are things that like men, like, I don't know.
No wonder women can't ever get off.
Producer,
'Cause
tell
they're
me right
freaking-
now, do y'all think about things like this during sex? Like, oh my God, my knees are cracking. Not my knees, but your knees.
Are we talking in a committed relationship or one night stand?
Get me committed.
I'm talking about just when you have sex.
Well, it's two different things though.
Well, my knees crack either way, and I think about it either way.
Nah, I think okay. So a one night stand, it's purely about like me trying to perform the best that I can. So you go tell all your friends about it. If it's a committed relationship, we're kind of laughing about the cracked knees or getting a Charlie horse.
Charlie horse is the best.
Oh, it's
Charlie horse is
awful.
so much fun.
Oh man, it's rough.
See, now Charlie horse does start the timer over again.
Oh, for sure.
Charlie
you
horse
lose all-
happens,
yeah.
and now like we didn't even have sex. We're starting over.
I want to go back. 7 minutes is not enough.
What do you think
We're talking
an
about-
adequate
What
amount of
about
time is?
we just talked about the 30 seconds on like looking at 30 seconds. Let's sit quiet for 7 minutes.
I need 12.
Okay, fine. She needs 12.
Okay.
I need 12.
She needs 12. Well, at least you know where
And
you,
don't
at least you know where you're
think
going with
that when
it.
this is happening, I didn't look at the clock when we started and look at the clock when we're finishing.
Hold on. Let me clarify. That 7 minutes does not mean I'm having an orgasm.
Well, that's why you need 12.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, 1 or 2 minutes in, I know what's gonna happen.
For you or for him?
For me, I mean, obviously I know what's gonna happen for him. I'm talking about for me.
That's why you need so much foreplay.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever faked it?
And it.
Oh, what kind of question is that?
Are
I
you
could do it right now,
serious?
sitting right here. Let's have a Sally with the movie.
Okay, first of all,
How does a guy know if a girl is faking?
there are so okay.
They don't.
They don't
They
because
don't.
I've even thought about the biological or like the physical is the right word.
You
The
could.
physical things that happen to my body when I do have an orgasm, and I'm like, these guys aren't noticing that that's not happening. But so I started trying to fake that, which you can.
You can
fake
fake it
that.
with some Kegels.
Yep.
in
Just
the
do a
process.
little squeezing, make them think something's going on. Yeah. Good. Get out. But they don't even care. They don't. The funny thing is guys go on and on and on about how they don't want to. They're like, I just want to. I'm a pleaser. I'm a pleaser. And I'm like, bullshit, bullshit. Because I ain't been pleased, and I'm not gonna get pleased.
Maybe you should start asking the definition of pleasure in your
Right.
repertoire.
With that being said, I have a personal fucked upness, a personal thing that is
Like
not.
a physicality
This is not
or
a girl.
mentally?
It's a mental thing,
Oh.
and it is a Leah thing. It is not a girl thing. But I decide before I go into that intimate moment if I'm gonna get off or not,
Why?
because some people haven't earned it.
Then what's the point even being there?
Right. I agree. Totally agree. These are adult decisions that should be made. Totally agree.
There's nothing happening between me and him unless I know there's going to be an end result that's best for both of us.
In a relationship, 100%. In a relationship, I go into sex expecting the best. But somebody that is new, like, you've just started sleeping with them, or is like a friend hookup, not a one night stand. I really try to stay away from that. But somebody who's not there's no emotional attachment either yet or ever will be.
You don't need emotional attachment.
Sometimes I just want somebody to touch me, and I don't need, like, I'm not looking for an orgasm. And again, you hadn't earned it. Like, you don't know my inner part. Like, you don't know me as an inner person. Yes, you're having sex with me. I'm not actually letting you into my vulnerable space, though. Weird. I know, and that's why I said
No,
that's why
I don't
said
think
it's
it's weird
fucked
at
up.
all. I don't think that's weird at all.
But I'm still getting that, like, I want someone to kiss me and touch me and, like, rub my back and put their hands in my hair. Like, I'm still being fulfilled in that way.
Mhm.
That craving's being taken care of. But no, I'm not gonna, nope, I am not giving you the pleasure of seeing me completely give in to you. Not happening.
So much psychology behind this shit.
I know.
Can't just go lay with somebody and have fun.
I don't have a penis.
Maybe there we go. Maybe that's the black cat golden retriever scenario. I'm like,
So
that's
I've had a lot of conversations with guys. They're our age, not young guys. The young guys that say this, I call bullshit. But the ones that are our age, and they'll say that they have sex often and don't finish. Exactly. And as a woman, especially if I'm not in a relationship with you, so like this is like just a hookup, you're gonna finish. You're not going home until you finish. Because that's my job in the moment. God, I hope my parents do not watch this episode.
it is my.
Um,
I don't disagree with what you're saying,
This may be the best episode
but I will
y'all have
tell
ever
you
done.
again: women are valued on their looks, and you're just trying to fulfill, which I don't disagree with you whatsoever.
no, I'm performing.
Yeah,
Which is why I'm gonna fucking win. I'm not walking out a loser. Are you kidding me? What bitch is out there letting whatever this man is, whether he's a hookup, whatever, you're attracted to him, obviously. You want him to put his hands in your hair.
Right.
Why are you letting him go home without the nut? Like, what?
Wait, okay, I'm very
Well,
confused.
you found the name of the episode title here.
I'm very confused because I didn't know women did that. Not like send them home empty-handed, let me say. I didn't know that was an option. I thought we were there to fulfill a need, and we fulfilled that
I
need
think I would cry.
and leave a happy ending.
I think I would cry because okay, here's the thing. I'm already doing something that I really wished I hadn't chose to do, which is I'm fucking you and I shouldn't be. So at least you're going to walk away with pleasure and a good story.
I'm still baffled that
I would cry.
that women that women walk away. I'm still so confused. Like I can't even get it out of my mouth.
I
I'm
don't
so
know.
confused.
But I want to say this before. But
'Cause you and I are on the
forget.
same page here. Same
Yeah.
page.
No, I think that you and I are normal. I know people are going to watch this and think she values herself too much through sex. That's our fucking point. That is our point right now.
Mhm.
Why are we as women valued on our looks and how we can provide or what we provide through that? And then after that, maybe you're cool. Bringing me back to, I've trained myself. I'm not walking out of that fucking room a loser. I'm a winner.
Who trained you to do that? I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you because
Not the school I grew up in. Not my parents.
But
I
at
don't-
what point? At what point did
somebody
fuck
fucked
with your head?
Somebody fucked with my head and it became a thing. I also can completely emotionally detach for sex.
Oh, absolutely.
I know I shouldn't.
Absolutely.
Again, saying I know in the moment I should not be like, I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this. I should not be doing this. So like I'm aware of the mistakes being made. It's not like I don't need these things to survive.
No wonder you can never get off, and 80% of your time is
Why? Because I'm thinking too much?
yes. Get out of your fucking head.
Actually, I don't think this much during the moment. I've thought
I
this
hope
much.
not.
I've thought this much in the year. Okay, so I was married forever, and obviously my body count didn't go up. When I got divorced,
Your body did. Wait, no. Your body count went up. You just weren't sleeping directly with them. He was just bringing them into your relationship.
Yeah, who knows how many people I had sex with? I was even a lesbian. But yeah, when we got divorced and I hadn't had any intimacy, and I mean like real intimacy, like hugging, kissing. There was no kissing in that relationship, no hugging in that relationship. There was no affection at all. And so when I got affection, I lost control. I lost control. And so my body count, it's not like I had sex with 20 people, but like I had sex with a couple of people, and then I immediately put myself back into a relationship. By the way, best sex I've ever had in my entire life.
The relationship or the in-betweens?
The relationship.
Oh.
Interesting, though, that I chose someone, best sex I've ever had in my entire life. Is who I decided to lock down with.
Yeah,
and
and
then
then how that turned out.
Again, my body count went up while I was in that committed relationship, too. But whenever that relationship ended, I was a wild horse that could not be tamed.
Because you start to learn.
And I was
I feel like
horny.
I feel like as a point, as a woman, they're judging you anyway. Even if you're not sleeping around. If you're not,
yeah.
say you could have 3 partners your whole entire life. If they perceive you a certain way, they're like, oh, you're a whore. I'm like,
Oh, I was already conceived. I was already
that's what I'm
perceived as
saying.
a
Like, so
whore,
what's the point anymore? Just
I think I
Three, four,
really
and-
think coming out of that relationship, I truly was just truly fuck it. And it wasn't like fuck it, I'm not taking care of myself, fuck it. I was actually looking inward more than ever before. This is where all the thinking started with figuring out all these things. It wasn't that I wasn't taking care of myself mentally. I wasn't trashing myself.
Yeah.
But I was also I had stopped telling myself no because society said I had to say no.
yes.
And I was
Great,
doing what
exactly.
I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. Now, there came a point, I got into another relationship where that relationship the intimacy was different than my previous. The previous was like I don't know how to explain.
Rabbit, savage.
Yes. And then this one was like, it was like sweet and nice and caring and feeling heard. So that's what made it so good.
Please tell me you had some savage in between there with this person. Like, you can't just
Oh,
have.
there was some dirty things that happened.
You got to have a combination of both.
There was a wallet lost in a parking lot because of a train one night. Like there was fun. There was definitely fun there, but it wasn't just sex, like the science or the physical side of sex.
Mhm.
There was a lot more connecting it, and coming out of that relationship, I was like, that's whenever I said, I no longer want to perform. I don't want to perform. Now, I don't mean I haven't. Because trust me, I have. I'm not saying that like I've done it a bajillion times, but I'm just saying like I still will make a bad decision every now and again, but I don't have that same desire.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I sometimes wonder if it's just because I'm getting old, though. I'm like, am I smarter or just old?
I don't think it's
And I think
either. I think it's starting to find yourself and not caring what others.
because I'm still doing what I want to do and not letting society tell me what's best. But now it's in a different way. Now I'm choosing what I want to do, and I'm saying, I don't want to head down, ass up for you. I don't want to do it. And then that's where the control of the orgasms comes from too. It's like, okay, fine. You know what? I ain't getting off, but go ahead, have a good time. Also, leave $100 when you leave. I'm kidding. I wish. I wish.
You make $100 per 7 minutes. Damn, girl.
That would be good money, but I think it's worth more than $100.
Oh my Lord. We're gonna wrap this one up.
Are we? I don't think
Yeah.
we even discussed.
Or unwrap it, whatever you want to. Slide it in there,
No. Oh God.
in between, on top, behind. I don't know.
I'm such a hoe.
But it's so funny. We have the same perspective of things, so I would love to hear.
And your perspective is that if you decide to have sex with a man, he's going to finish.
Yeah.
Ken,
What happened?
did you have sex before you were, because obviously you are, but when you were single, did you have sex and not get off? Did you fake an orgasm?
Yes.
And how did the girl handle that?
She was not
Linda.
happy about it. So it just depends. Like I mean, I stopped doing that around 27. So
Is that when you got married?
no,
Okay.
no.
I do think I had a guy.
You just
try
got smarter faster.
Yeah,
than
I
we
stopped
did.
sleeping around at 27.
Yeah,
Oh,
he got
waited.
smarter
oh.
faster than we
Are
did.
you calling me a hoe right now?
No, not at all.
The writing's on the
No,
wall.
I because I heard it.
On the
I heard a
chalkboard.
ton
On the
of
chalk.
women. I heard so many women, and I was just like, I can't keep doing this because I was like, yeah, it was not. It was shameful. So
Well, I think it's very different because I think very much like a man, and I always have. So when those sexual encounters happen, I'm like, I have a man perspective, and I don't have an emotional connection or relation to it, if that makes sense. But I will agree with you on the point that
Yeah, I can compartmentalize it
you
also.
can compartmentalize it, but the weight of just having somebody on you at sometimes is
That's what I'm saying.
all you need.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But see, now as I've gotten older, I can very much so just tell a guy, I just want to be touched, and not like that. Like, no, don't stick your finger down there. Like, I can say it. I also have male friends that I can sleep in the same bed with, and nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen.
Are they sassy, like our DMer?
No, they're not sassy.
Okay.
No, they're not sassy at all. And they would like for it to be more than that. But I'm able to speak up and say, when I was in my 20s, like around my early 20s, I didn't have the confidence to tell someone, I don't want to have sex with you. Yeah. And my body count went up simply because I didn't know how to say no. And that's fucked up.
That is very fucked up. We don't have time for that.
No, we're not
We
going
don't
to
have
talk
time
about
for
it today.
that today.
I did, wait, shit. Why are you rushing me?
What else do you?
What was my response supposed to be to that DM, by the way? Y'all keep asking what the audacity. Like, I feel like I'm majorly messing with the microphone so much, but that's because of what happened last time.
do you, boo? It's fun.
I don't know. You're talking about sex a lot. You're just like.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Clip
Rub my
that.
nose in it.
Ugh. What'd you say, Ken?
I said, clip that.
Oh, yeah. Anyway,
All right, you're done. Wrap it up.
I'm over it. We're not going to play anymore, and I am going to restrict anyone who knows me from this episode. So this was fun. Hopefully, I will never be so open and honest ever again, but I'm unapologetic about it at the same time.
I think it's just because I didn't wear shoes today because I fucking forgot my shoes. So it's just like, let's go.
I think I'm restricted by the tiny chair.
Okay, there you go. Unfiltered, chaotic, and unapologetic, you guys. We love you.
Always finish the job.
Amen.
Peace out.